We are now honoured to welcome old girl Victoria Grimes, a prominent presenter and news correspondent for ITV News and Granada Reports in the North West. Victoria began her journey at Merchant Taylors Girls' School before earning a master's degree in English Literature from Newcastle University. Victoria has built an impressive career covering a multitude of headline stories worldwide, including her reporting on the war in Ukraine, which earned her an impressive nomination for the Royal Television Society Award.
We are also delighted to introduce David Grimes, an old boy and accomplished entrepreneur. With an academic background from Cambridge University, he studied law and economics before earning an MA in management studies. David's achievements have earned him widespread recognition, including a place on Forbes 30 Under 30 list and the title of EY Entrepreneur of the Year. His last company was named one of Europe's fastest growing tech firms by the Financial Times. David's proven track record of innovation and excellence continues to shape the future of global retail and technology.
Well, thank you very much for the warm welcome. We are both thrilled to be here today and to recognise and celebrate all your achievements. It is an honour to be asked as brother and sister to speak at what is an amazing event. I haven't been to one of these for quite a few years, but it's still as amazing as ever. And, we all know that you all have a really exciting and wonderful journey ahead of you. Sadly, I've actually never been up on this stage when I was at the school, and actually never actually won a prize, so I'm sure for my mum, sat over there, this is a pretty special moment for her. So today obviously it's all about recognising you all, celebrating every pupil in here, and the families here today that support you. So I remember sitting here at the beginning of my Merchant Taylors journey, thinking about what the next big adventure may be. One thing for sure I can tell you, your school journey goes in a flash. Make the most of the days you have at school, because they really are some of the best years of your life, and you don't even have to have any bills to pay while you're here. Oh, you are. Found you. I was just going to touch on some of my fond memories from Merchants. And these fall into two brackets. One was the economics classes that Mr. Fowler used to host. He was a lively character, yet I learned some vital things from him that have been vital in my career ever since. The second fond memory I have from school is playing sport. I played for the first 15 from the age of 16. And playing in those games on the school field was some of the best times of my life, especially when all the school came out to support us. I also had many a great rugby trip, as we heard about before, although mine were to France, not South Africa. So I'm feeling a little bit peeved right now. I learned so much from both academic studies here and sport. Things like teamwork, hard work, and surrounding myself with really talented and hard-working people. This is something I've done for the rest of my life. I've always made sure I have good friends, good colleagues, and it really does make a difference to how you can grow and scale up yourselves. Always make sure you have good people around you.
You've got a great big sister around you as well, I might like to point out, when she turns up. Hello everybody. Sorry I'm late. I'd like to talk about some of my fondest memories of Merchant Taylors as well, and it was lovely to hear the deputy head girls, who I think are definitely media stars of the future, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing them on TV one day because they were beautifully delivered ladies. I was very excited to hear them talking about the drama group and the production of Matilda. I would have loved to have seen that, and I'm definitely coming for Oliver, because I spent some of my happiest days at Merchant Taylors on the stage in the Williams Hall. I was one of the original old girls who used to go down to the boys' school for drama club and joint school productions. There was no ulterior motive, I promise. It was just because I really enjoyed being on stage. We had a lot of fun, but we had a lot of disasters as well. Sets falling down around our ears, people forgetting their lines, somebody breaking their leg. Everything that went wrong could go wrong. And through my time on stage there in the Williams Hall, I learnt one of the most important lessons I've ever learned. The show must go on. And that is something that I have to remember every single day in my line of work now. If I'm in the studio presenting the news, if I'm out on location, there is no room for error. The show has to go on. And what I learned at Merchant Taylors was to give good game face. I'm sure you guys have all got a good game face. It might be the one that you hear when you're in a history lesson and your teacher thinks you're not listening and suddenly says, "Excuse me, James." You have to put your game face on and say, "Yes, yes, I'm here, I'm here." And it's the one that I have when we open with the credits on Granada Reports every night. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Granada Reports. And hopefully I look quite calm, but behind the scenes, I can assure you there is probably all manner of chaos going on. I might be in the middle of a link throwing to Jane Smith's reports from whatever it is that she's doing. And out of the corner of my eye, I can see in the newsroom, Jane Smith's doing this with her hands on her head saying, "It's not ready, it's not ready." But your job as an anchor is to make it look smooth, make it look like nothing is going wrong, make it look like you are in control. So please, guys, remember your game faces, because one thing we can both tell you is that life is never going to be straightforward. Things are never going to go how you expect them to. Just be ready, be prepared, and be able to adapt. Your journey is not straightforward, David.
Yeah, so I had a plan at school. I was going to go to Cambridge and I was going to start my own company. And then A-level results day happened and I did not get my grades. I didn't get the 3 A's I needed to get into Cambridge. This was a pretty devastating day for me. It felt like my world had ended, I let everyone down. And I said to myself, well, I've got two choices here. I can either accept what's happened or I can fight back. I can challenge this, I can go again. With the support of the school and my parents, they all encouraged me to reapply with the same grades I had, but because they knew I wanted it so much, everyone said to me, "Don't give up." And that's exactly what I did. I reapplied, I got back in, and it meant I got to go travelling around the world in between, which wasn't part of my initial plan. And I can recommend to anybody travelling around the world in a gap year, it is absolutely crazy fun. So, did you have a plan?
Did I have a plan?
Yeah,
I had no plan. I had no clue whatsoever. People had asked me in sixth form, "What are you going to do?" I don't know. I just didn't know. I sort of flirted a bit with the law. I thought maybe I wanted to be an Egyptologist. I knew I didn't want to do medicine because I was rubbish at maths and science. But it was one of those times in your life when I kind of thought I needed to have all the answers and I should know what I wanted to study at university. I should know where I wanted to be in 10 years' time. And looking back now, I kind of think, actually, I didn't need to have all those answers at all, because you kind of work it out along the way. A career isn't necessarily forever. I spent 9 years working in the Alps as a ski instructor before I became a journalist. And that's a bit of a segue, isn't it, from ski instructing in the Alps to working in television. So there is always the opportunity to change. You've just got to work your way through, try things and see what you like. I'm sure Jennifer Johnson won't mind me mentioning her today. She was a year above me at Merchant Taylors Girls' School. Jennifer had a career as a barrister, a very successful career as a barrister. She now has a very successful career as an opera singer and flies all over the world, singing and entertaining audiences. So you guys can do anything you want to do. There doesn't have to be just one plan. That's what I want you to remember today. You can do anything, and if you don't like it, you can change. But the other thing I'd say to you is that you probably have more of an idea about what your future holds now than you think you do. This was my Leavers yearbook, 1996. That tells you how old I am. But at least Jennifer Johnson's a year older, so we won't talk about that. Now, in my Leavers book, there was a question: where do you see yourself in 20 years' time? And I'd written, I see myself as a professional ski instructor with my own talk show on TV and married to Robbie Williams from Take That. So I kind of got 2 out of the 3. So what I'm saying to you is, trust your instinct, trust your gut, follow your passions, do what you're good at, and you won't go far wrong. But you have to persevere. I'm going to bring David in now because he's the king of perseverance.
Yeah. You did actually though get Robbie Williams to wish me happy wedding down my wedding, so she kind of got close to him.
I got to interview him just to marry him.
Yeah, so I guess one of the big messages I wanted to give everyone today is around life is challenging, life's hard, and you know, there's always going to be speed bumps along the way, and it's how you deal with those speed bumps that will determine your ultimate success. So for me and how I've always operated, I've always been insanely persistent, very determined, and I've always tried to persevere through the highs and lows. And I found that having that kind of mantra has allowed me to knock down walls that otherwise would have stood up. An example of this was a tech company that I started from nothing. Everyone basically told me it couldn't be done. I was told that there was a major player in the market, there's no way that anyone could build a company that could take these on. I was told it would never work. Many had tried before and failed, why was I going to be any different? But I think probably you can tell from what I've been saying so far, my mantra is, well, that won't stop me. And it didn't. Within 3 years of starting the company, we took on the majority market share. We grew to over 200 staff. We're operating in over 12 countries across the world. And as I mentioned earlier, we're named by the Financial Times as one of the fastest growing tech companies in Europe. So you really can do what you set your mind to. Just have the focus, the vision, and determination to go and do it. It's one of the best pieces of advice I can give anyone in this room. It's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of fun what I've done, but pressure in my environment was very different to pressures in Victoria's environment when she's either on air or is sent around the world to cover stories. And I'll let her share what you find in one of her cover stories.
Yeah, pressure. Well, this is pressure today, addressing you guys, because I'm used to just talking down the camera and I can't see anyone. So seeing all your faces today, this is pressure. But you know, as news correspondents, we can get sent anywhere. We never know where we're going to be. And I was sent last year to cover the war in Ukraine. And the things that you see, the things that you hear, the situations that you find yourself in, trying to decide if it's a safe time to broadcast live when you can hear air raid sirens going off behind you, trying to work out if those people that you want to talk to are going to be good guests to have on live. Are they going to fall apart? Are they going to be able to hold it together and talk to you? Are the technical things going to work so that we can get this report back to the viewers at home? All of those things make you scared. And I'll tell you what, a lot of the time, just before we go on air, I am scared because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't feel like I'm in control. But you have to face your fears down and you have to do what you need to do to get the job done. And we know that every single one of you, pupils here today, have those qualities in abundance. You're ambitious, you have character, and you will excel in whatever it is that you choose to do. And wherever you go in the world, whatever you do, there will be a merchant tailor's old girl or a merchant tailor's old boy who will have done what you've done already, and they will be more than happy to help you and guide you through. If you want to be an entrepreneur, don't speak to me, speak to David. If you want to be a journalist, I'm always happy to take a call. I'm sure Jen would as well for any budding opera singers around there too. But the point is, merchant tailors isn't just for your school days. It is forever. And it is something that you'll carry with you throughout your life.
Right, everybody, thank you for listening. I'm quite excited to sing the school song now. It's been a farewell. What I actually did break out to on Saturday night to my mum. I still remember all the words as well. So.
Did you really? Oh
yeah.
My goodness.
So, thank you very much. We hope you all have an amazing afternoon, as soon as you've got the afternoon off. And thank you for listening to us.
As we conclude this inspiring speech day, it is our privilege as head boy and girl to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our remarkable speakers, Victoria Grimes and David Grimes, and to offer a formal vote of thanks.
Victoria, as an old girl of Merchant Taylor's Girls' School, you truly exemplify the traits of ambition, character and excellence. Your journey from the Derby wing to becoming a prominent presenter and news correspondent for ITV News and Granada Reports is nothing short of inspiring. Your coverage of critical global events, including the war in Ukraine, showcases the dedication and integrity that our school instills. Your nomination for the Royal Television Society Award reflects your commitment to excellence in journalism. Today, your words have empowered us to chase our dreams with passion and resilience.
David, as an accomplished entrepreneur and old boy, your achievements are equally inspiring. With an impressive academic background from Cambridge University and recognition as EY Entrepreneur of the Year, you embody the power of hard work and innovation. Your success in leading one of Europe's fastest growing tech firms highlights the significant impact that our alumni can have on a global stage. Your insights today remind us that we too can shape the future with ambition and creativity.
Both of you embody the spirit of merchant tailors, encouraging us to embrace our potential as the leaders of tomorrow. We are proud to call you members of our esteemed alumni, and your contributions today will surely inspire all of our journeys ahead.
On behalf of everyone here, we extend our heartfelt thanks for your time, your powerful messages, and the inspiration you've given us today. Your insights on resilience and determination have reminded us that challenges are merely stepping stones to success.
Victoria, your willingness to share your personal story is a powerful testament that obstacles are not endpoints, but opportunities for growth and transformation, an attitude that our school has instilled in us since our younger years. This is pertinent at this point in our school's history as we embrace change and the exciting opportunities ahead. We greatly appreciate your encouragement to persevere in the face of adversity.
David, your passion and expertise have truly inspired us, making this event memorable for all. Thank you for sharing your journey and the lessons you've learned along the way. Please join us in expressing our deepest appreciation to Victoria Grimes and David Grimes for sharing their wisdom and experiences with us today.